She left me because I wasn't rich enough for her. Told me love didn't pay the bills, so I disappeared and came back a millionaire. The day she knocked on my mansion door asking for a job, she didn't recognize me at first. But when she realized she was being interviewed by her ex, her face dropped. I hired her as my maid, and that was just the beginning. My name is Marcus Dunn. I'm 34, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Used to be just a regular guy, worked at an auto repair shop, paid my bills on time, and dreamed of starting my own business someday. Back then, I was dating Alicia Monroe. She was 29, a hairstylist, smart, stunning, and funny. We met through mutual friends and clicked instantly. She said she loved how grounded I was. For 4 years, we were inseparable. I cooked, she danced in the kitchen, we dreamed out loud. Vacations, kids, our own home. But somewhere along the way, something changed. It started with small comments. "Marcus, why don't you dress like him?" she'd say, while pointing at some flashy influencer on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
"Don't you want more than fixing engines forever?" She started comparing me to other men clients at her salon, friends who were realtors or lawyers. I brushed it off, telling myself it was just pressure talking. But the sparkle in her eyes when she talked about money, it wasn't something I could ignore forever. She started coming home late. Her excuses were paper-thin girls' night, working overtime, phone died. I knew something was off, but I couldn't bring myself to dig. I loved her too much to believe she'd betray me, until the night I saw the photos. A friend sent them to me anonymously. Alicia, dressed to the nines, sitting in the back of a black Bentley, all smiles. The man beside her, Jeffrey Collins, a 45-year-old real estate mogul who owned half the buildings downtown. She said she was at a girls' spa retreat. Turns out, she was at his private villa in Miami. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it, just said, "Marcus, I need stability. You're a good man, but good doesn't keep the lights on." She was gone. Packed her things, left the key on the table. Not a tear, not a goodbye. It broke me for a while. I spiraled. But something inside me snapped, not out of anger, but out of purpose. I sold my car, moved into a shared flat, poured every ounce of energy into an idea I'd been sitting on. A mobile mechanic app for cities that lacked fast, reliable, on-demand car repair. Fast forward 5 years, my app exploded. Partnered with insurance companies, auto dealerships, and even rideshare companies. Within 18 months, I went from broke to a 7-figure business owner. I bought a modern mansion in Bloomfield Hills, hired staff, and even got featured in Entrepreneur magazine. And then one day, I saw her name in the pile of resumes for domestic staff. Alicia, same last name, same handwriting, same woman. I scheduled the interview. She walked in, polite but tired. Life had clearly hit her hard. Jeffrey had dumped her, according to Google, after a scandal. She'd lost her job, burned her bridges, and needed work. When she saw me, her jaw hit the floor. "Marcus," she whispered. "Yes," I said, smiling. "Still not enough stability for you?" I hired her as my housemaid, strictly professional. She mopped the floors I owned. Cooked in the kitchen she once danced in. I treated her with respect, but made sure she earned every dollar. Alicia eventually quit. Couldn't take the shame. Before she left, she looked at me and said, "I was wrong. You were always more than enough." And I said, "Too bad it took losing everything to realize it." Moral: never base love on lifestyle, because one day, the broke guy you left behind might be the millionaire signing your paycheck. If you loved this story of karma and comeback, like, share, and subscribe to SilkMirror, where justice always gets the last word.